Welcome back to episode 31 of Stop the Feeding. And with this episode, we are well underway in this season, the third season with Southampton. It's now the 14th of January, and things are really starting to kick on. We've had some decent results in the Premiership, a 2-0 win against Middlesbrough at home, followed by a 1-1 draw away to Man City. Especially good as we were down 10 men for the last 20 minutes. Then we beat Watford and West Brom at home. Asensio and Clive scoring in the Watford game, and Dolberg scoring his 20th goal in all competitions, 16th in the Premiership against West Brom, and Clive getting us what turned out to be the winner. And then after all that good work, we undone ourselves against Everton, losing 2-0 away. Cenk Tosun and Henry Onyekuru popped up to score 2 goals against us. Everton have been struggling with relegation all season, and we weren't at the races that day. We followed that game with a 1-0 victory against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. We did play a second string team, and especially pleasing about that game was Javier Ontiveros made his first appearance since breaking his leg in the summer. The only disappointing thing about Javier Ontiveros is that he's lost a lot of his attributes and a lot of his potential ability following that leg break. You can see here he's now really only going to be a 3-star player. He was 3.5 stars before he got injured. Now he's not even got that potential anymore. As we can see here, could improve by a slight amount in the future. The only benefit we've had by Ontiveros being injured is that Hirving Lozano, playing week in, week out, is now a 4.5-star player. He's our first 4.5-star player in this team. So that's got to be pleasing. Javier Ontiveros will continue him this year, and we'll have to look at him at the end of the season to see how he gets on. With regards to transfers, as I said, we aren't doing any transfers in the January window per se. We did buy a couple of youngsters at the end of the transfer window that came in January. So we can see here Giussiano, Cesar Martinez, Mario Vigilante, who only bought because his surname's Vigilante, and David Volborn. David Volborn looks like he might be quite handy as a complete forward, but my particular favourite, the one I spent 4.5 million on, is Giussiano. Now we can see here he's already got some decent stats. He's a 4-star, maybe more potential ability. He looks really decent. He's only 18. His finishing is 17, which is outstanding already for his age. So we're going to try and get him to make a break in the first team some point this year. I've already stuck him in the under-23s for him to play there. So that's the wrap up. Now, in terms of the division, those results have left us second behind Man City, but we do have a game in hand. So if we win that, we can go back top again, and we're 10 points now ahead of 5th. So we're looking good for Champions League spot and potential title challenging season. But the next game is Tottenham. So we're playing Tottenham at home in the semi-final first leg of the Carabao Cup. I'll see you in a second. So here we are against Tottenham, and we're going for as strong as team as possible. The only real absence is Highsage, but he's been injured for the past few weeks, so Calabria is staying at right back. Calabria's played pretty well over the last few games. You can see here average rating of 7.13, so he's doing alright. Looking at the Tottenham team, obviously their main threat is this guy, Alexander Isak. But he looks just okay. He's obviously no Harry Kane. Memphis is their big signing of the summer. He's had an okay season. 5 goals in 16 games. He looks okay. And Roberto Pereira, who they bought. I think he was playing at Watford. Yeah, they bought him directly from Watford. 30 million last season. So he's another player that looks just okay. In fact, Tottenham's team now starting to look very average. Harry Winks is kind of like one of their best players. He's valued 16 million. He is transfer listed. Oh no, he's not anymore. He was transfer listed at 50 million earlier in the season, so he's no longer transfer listed. Dele Alli is obviously their their world-class player and could do a job for any team. They want over 100 million for him though, and I don't think he's quite worth that much. They've still going with Hugo Lloris in goal, and they've got Phil Jones with Eric Dyer at the back. So we're going this with a control mentality, simply because it works so well for us in the league. Absolutely, he is not ready to start following his recent injury. So we've kicked off, and Lozano is already running out the team. He's really kicked on this year and proven to be a very good player for us. Memphis with the free kick. Remember that away goals don't count in the League Cup. So I'm not too fussed about letting the goal. The main thing here is that we take a victory so that we can play them away and hopefully go through. Donnarumma with the ball to kick upfield. And the other semi-final is Man United versus Man City. So we will be playing one of the Manchester teams in the final if we get through. Donnarumma taking a long time to get rid of the ball, but plays a lovely pass to Kluivert. Asensio now to Dolberg. Back to Arthur. Asensio's great ball out to Lozano. And Lozano scores again. He is an absolute fire at the moment. Lozano just causing so many issues for teams when he plays against them. This is a great ball from Asensio. A great finish. That's 4.5 stars for you, that is. Okay, so things are looking alright. It's been an okay half so far. Tottenham haven't really threatened at all. I say that. Obviously touch wood. Kluivert though on the ball. Plays it to Arthur. To Lozano. Wallace now. De Ligt. This lovely passing play. Now it's Lozano. Will lose the ball to Trippier though. Pereira takes one. No one's trying to close him down. And he crosses it in. And Isaac's there. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Pereira was allowed to run all the way along this bit here. But no one's making a challenge. And Donnarumma doesn't even attempt to save that one. Can we come back here? Okay, Arthur on the ball to Itter. Big ball from Itter. Can't find Kluivert. Now Memphis will counter. Gets past Kluivert. Doesn't get past Asensio though. Kluivert now. To Asensio. Now it's Arthur. To Lozano. He's got options. Back to Asensio. Dolberg's made a run. Gets past his man. Straight at the goalkeeper. Asensio ball in. And Trippier will get this away. He'll start this counter-attack. Into Dele Alli. Dele Alli will just drive a goal, but sticks it wide. Eric Dyer's picked up a knock. Itter. To Arthur. Now to Asensio. He's got options. Has a strike. Puts it wide. Come on, boys. Okay, 48 minutes done. Second half comes. It's 1-1. Do this for the fans. Here we go. You've got William Carvalho. Another person they signed in the summer. Arthur on the ball. Wallace. Big ball. Kluivert does get on the end to it. Dolberg's there, and Dolberg normally buries them. This might not be our day. Wanyama's come on for Harry Winks. 64th minute. I think we're going to have to make a change as well. Dolberg's having a bad game. Lincoln's going to come on. Justin Kluivert off for Malcolm. Come on, boys. We can do this. 78th minute. Nothing's happened. Eric Dyer's picked up the second knock of the day. Calabria to Asensio. Lincoln now. Lozano back to Facer. Now it's Asensio on the ball. Keeps possession well. Gets the ball back from Calabria. Now Facer's on the ball. Good ball out to Lozano. Lozano will keep the ball. Arthur now. Plays it to Lincoln. Lincoln's got options in there. Plays it to Lozano. Crosses it in and Malcolm's there. Malcolm taps it in. It's 2-1. It's going to be fairly squeaky bum time at the White Hart Lane. Oh no. Wembley? Malcolm. I'll have to have a look to see whether Tottenham are still playing at Wembley. I imagine they've got White Hart Lane now. Anyway, Asensio on the ball. Drives forward. Oh, that was a good opportunity. 3-1 would have been a lovely result. Still might be though. Arthur on the ball to Lincoln. Asensio now. He's got Malcolm's making the run. He does get the ball. Lincoln's in there, but Arthur will get it to Lozano. Lozano will score. It's 2 goals for Lozano and an assist. He'll get man of the match for that. 3-1 is a great result. Here we go. Malcolm. Cross the ball. Great ball to Arthur, who then just plays in Lozano. Doesn't miss those. Come on, nothing silly. 92nd minute. We've lost it. Oguza now to Wenyama. Now it's Memphis. It's a big ball. Lincoln's got past his man. He's 1-on-1. Oh, Lincoln. Where was the shape to shoot? Asensio. Brilliant block by Phil Jones. Memphis now playing Xavi. But Wallace does very well. Wallace I was expecting to be a bit of a backup player for the first team, and he's just come into his own. Started campaign, he wasn't getting first team appearances. We played him a bit and just done really, really well to help us not concede as many goals. Lozano now to Asensio. Good ball out to Malcolm. Malcolm will take on his man. Gets past him, crosses it in, but Phil Jones is there again. Phil Jones, new lease of life since leaving Man United. It's all over. 3-1. It's a great result. Predicted a Southampton win. Well done, Alex Hancock. You know your football. Did well. Efforts were excellent. Hervin Lozano. Unbelievable game from him. And next, we will have Chelsea at home. We'll see you in a second. So here we are. Chelsea at home. And it's a real top of the table clash. Chelsea are third. We are second. So the winners of this will go ahead of the others by some distance. Looking at Chelsea's team, it is the same team that beat us away when we played them away earlier in the season. If you remember, Quincy Promise scored that wonder goal for them. That just flew off his foot like a rocket into the top corner. They're going to be a difficult team for us to beat. We're going with as strong a lineup as possible. It's exactly the same team that was out against Tottenham in the last match. So it should do pretty well. Expected to pick up where they left off. And yeah, I enjoy these matches a lot. And the team are itching to set the record straight. We are going out of a control mentality with this one as well. We don't want to let Chelsea come at us. We want to be the ones that take the game to them. We are at home. Our fans want us to be like that. And we should be dominating these teams at home a little bit better. I think the reason why we lost teams like Barcelona at home and things like that was simply because we didn't put enough pressure on in the early stages of the game. Show them too much respect and they will take that advantage. De Ligt now with the ball. Wallace to Arthur. Got good Brazilian contingent in the middle there with both Wallace and Arthur. Lozano now on the ball to Asensio. Plays in Calabria. Crosses it in and Dolberg's there. Dolberg heads it over. 0-0 so far. And nothing else is happening. Calabria's picked up a yellow card. let's tell him to ease off his tackles. So Hysaj is actually back from injury, but Calabria's kept his place. Hysaj has been unhappy. Maybe Hysaj will change his mind and want to stay with us. We might sell him at the end of the year anyway when we've got a bit more money to spend on a player. Dolberg, Courtois was safe. I kind of like Diogo Dalot from Porto, but he's going to cost a lot of money. So we don't have that money at the moment. So getting rid of Hysaj now would be a foolish decision to make. Hysaj is on the bench though, as he can play both right and left, so he's a good versatile substitute to have. And Ontiveros is also on our subs bench. He will hopefully make an appearance this match if we get the opportunity to do so. With Lozano in the form that he's in, I don't want to take him off if we're not winning. Even at 0-0, he's still one of the better players on the pitch. Okay, something does need to change here though. Asensio's going to cross it in. The lick heads it on and Wallace is there. He's hit the bar. Oh, it's going to be one of those games. I've said that twice now this episode. One of those games. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a great save from Donnarumma. Still uh-oh. Okay, what can we change here? What can we do? Malcolm on here. Asensio's still probably better than putting on an Elias at the moment. Don't really want to make any other changes. Okay, here we go. Big ball from Itter to Lozano. Great ball to Malcolm. Now it's Asensio. We kept him on for a reason. That's the reason. Malcolm hit the post though. It is one of those games. It wasn't true in the last match. It's definitely true in this match. We've hit the bar and we've hit the post. Dolberg crosses it in and Courtois there. It's going to end as a 0-0 draw. It's better than a loss, but I think we've had the better chances to win this. Yeah, it's all over. We had the best chances to win. I think Chelsea are going to be happy with the draw overall. Matthijs de Ligt, man of the match performance. That's pretty decent for a defender to get that. It's quite difficult for a defender to get that, especially if they haven't scored or set a goal up. Unlucky boys. Tough result to take, that one. So where's that left us in the table? We're a point behind Man City. We kind of needed that as we needed that as a win to go ahead, but it is what it is. Let's have a look at what games we've got remaining this season. We've still got Man City at home. Well, that could be a really big game then. We've still got Tottenham away in the Premiership, Liverpool away in the Premiership, Man United at home. So we've still got 4 hard games. West Ham at home. West Ham are doing well at the moment, so they can't be taken lightly. Well, I guess we've still got to come back for this Tottenham semi-final leg 2, right? So let's go leg 2 and we'll come back for leg 2 and let's go Brighton at home. Why not? It's kind of a South Coast derby. Brighton are on the South Coast, so we'll call it the South Coast derby for now. Yeah, let's go Tottenham away, Brighton at home, leaving Arsenal away to skip and West Brom away to skip. So we'll come back for those two. Obviously that episode will come out tomorrow, and until then, I'll see you guys later.